We're only going to have one situation today, and this situation is falling cell phone prices. Now, this is how, in general, technology operates. When there's something new, it's kind of expensive. It's for a couple reasons. It's a new technology, right? So there's not like anybody mimicking it. It's the first time someone's done it. It's more expensive to produce, and there's not many of them. For example, the one I like to talk about is when I was in high school, my parents bought this fancy new TV. HD, the first version of an HD TV. It was like $3,500. I don't know if you know TV prices now, but my TV that I bought last year during quarantine, or 2 years ago now, like same size, way better, like 4K, right? Like $275. But yeah, also it takes way more money to buy stuff now because of inflation. So what that means, Vinny, is somewhere we got really good at making good TVs really cheap because so many people did it so long. There's processes in place. We had all the materials in place, and then it gets cheaper. It's kind of unique. It's kind of unique to technology. I don't know if you know, I don't like spending money, but I like Teslas. There's no way I'm buying a Tesla right now. But in 10 years, what's the price of a Tesla likely going to do? They're going to have more competition. It's not going to be the new thing, right? They're going to have more stuff to go on. It's probably going to decrease, just like cell phones do right now. The new cell phone comes out, the flagship. You guys know what I mean when I say flagship cell phone? Like the best version of the best new phone. It's expensive. So we got phone A and phone B here, two flagship phones maybe. And you're going to examine how the price of those phones are changing by year. Technology prices decrease. After emerging technology, expensive. Established technology, the prices decrease. So it made me think of my parents' TV. And it wasn't even like a plasma or anything. It's called a projection TV. And like in this little box, there's a camera that projected an image onto like something else in the box to see it. And it was the fancy TV.
So it was like that?
No, it was like all in one like thin box, but it still was a projector versus like a tube or plasma or whatever it is now. Mine's LED. LED. So you're gonna compare these two phones and what they're doing over time with your partner. Let's get after it. Okay, we're gonna start with number one. Number one says which one was most expensive. Who can tell me and why? Vinny?
Phone.
How do you know?
Because it starts at 1,000.
Yeah. And 1,000 is more than 840. Right? Okay, two. Who can explain to me how the value of A is changing? Sean?
It's multiplied by 3/5, so like 1,000 times.
So I'm going to write, it's going to be hard. I don't have a lot of space. 3/5 is left.
Yeah.
Down by 2/5 or something like that, you could say. Down by 0.4, down 40%. All those are kind of the same thing, right? So 3/5 is left, it's going down by 2/5. So this is my factor. We could explain it using either one. Who can explain to me how B is changing? Elsa? So down 25%. That leaves what? 75% or 3/4 as my factor. Okay. So those are all those are good. If you have a percent, a decimal fraction, it's all good. All of those can describe what's happening, right? Which one is falling in value more quickly, and how do you know? Yeah, how do you know? Yeah, kind of like steeper is one way we could say.
Yeah, and then also because less
Yeah, 3/5 left versus 3/4.
It started higher.
is less.
Yep.
It started higher.
So 60% left versus 75%. It started higher, so if you apply that percentage, bigger chunks are getting lost earlier as well. Not just by ratio, but total. Yeah, okay. If the phone continues to depreciate, how much is A going to be worth in 4 years? What do we got, Sean?
$129.60.
Yeah, and so for this, you could just multiply by 3/5. We would take our last point, multiply 216 by 3/5. How about B? Who's got a value for B? JP? 265, 75? 78? Did I? 77.5?
It was 78.5.
Oh, so that should be 79.
Yeah.
Nearest penny with money all the time. Okay, let's write the functions then. So for A, who can help me with that? Zeph? Okay.
Divided by 2/5.
So instead of dividing by 2/5, we're going to multiply by
Sorry, multiplied by 2/5.
3/5 is left. Yep.
To the power of t.
There we go. So that's why I don't mind like writing extra stuff. When I write 3/5, did you notice I wrote like 3/5 left? That or like 2/5 less. It just helps us frame what's what. Okay, who would like to give me the equation for B? Ryan. This one says to use W.
800, yeah.
I'm going to use B. 864. 860. 840. 840.
Over 4.
3/4 to the T. And these functions would give us the cell phone value for any number of years. Will the cell phones ever be worthless? Not according to the function, but maybe at some point it doesn't work. Do you think in antique stores, when you guys are old, there's going to be old cell phones in antique stores?
Yes.
That'd be weird. Why is it like it can't work? Do you think it still work?
Yes, it probably
I don't know, man. We'll see. I don't think people like old stuff as much as they used to.
Actually, like,
I think people are less nostalgic, more likely to throw things away than they used to be, don't you? I don't know. Okay, next up, you're going to do a card sort. The video's not going to be able to capture that real well, but we'll see if we can talk through it. I'm going to hand out these cards. You guys are going to sort them. It's called a card sort.